100% we are in a tie match at the drop. Double gen pop to avoid the deadlock. They do go down. There is a haste status effect. They do have to be careful here. The hatch is going to spawn momentarily. Dead Hard could get them the distance to get it too. Shot.
Really smart play on the ace. Oh my god, getting shot through the window.
No longer have distortion, and they are gonna teleport here. I think they get there in time. Yes!
Oh, the grab! Yes! That is disappointing. This is be a 4-man out because.
Yeah, but they will be able to block this. Yo, getting caught on that. Ace coming with the body block. Oh, they were here.
All right, and we are back. Hopefully for real this time, as we are going to be seeing Ruby Wolves versus Chronicles. Chronicles killing first on Rancid, and I am once again joined by DbdOpinions. How you doing? Hopefully well rested after that extended intermission.
Oh yeah, got some caffeine in, feeling good and ready for some awesome games.
Awesome, awesome. Well, we are starting off on Rancid. We're going to be either seeing the twins, the artist, or the huntress herself. We've been seeing a lot of twins, so my money is on them, but we will be seeing shortly, and sure enough, there is Juke on the twins.
Sure enough, they get the job done, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, twins, very strong killer. They are off of a 3-gen map, I will say, so they're not as strong as they are in normal circumstances, but still strong nonetheless. And we are seeing them on the prowl, checking out the meat tree, and they do end up finding the Meg here.
I don't know what gave it away, but they were confident somebody was there, and sure enough, Meg caught out in the open. Oh, with Charlotte body blocking the pallet, nowhere for her to go.
Yeah, really good setup there by Juke, ensuring that they would not be able to get the pallet stun there. However, getting pallet stun here with Victor on her back, and Juke will go for the break on that pallet. Looping here in their corrupted zone might be a bit of a mistake, honestly.
I agree, and we're also at one of the strongest loops on the map right now, but the pallet goes down very quickly, not taking any chances.
Yeah, we do see that, and just going back to another pallet here, I imagine we see just another pre-vault, and we will see Meg here going for the loop here at this tile, kind of going back into Charlotte. You see the Firecracker trying to blind Victor, unable to do so, and Meg will be caught out in that locker for the first down of this match.
Yes, just trying to waste time. I imagine a gen will be popping fairly soon on the uncorrupted side, but only time will tell how many will pop.
Yeah, that is true, and we do see Juke here bringing the Meg back into this corner. A lot of resources already gone, so it does make a bit of sense. That pallet, though, being left down potentially will be useful for survivors later on.
However, other than that very dangerous spot over there, the survivors might want to try their best to just avoid that corner.
Yeah, more likely not. However, we do see the unhook here, and we do see the Lori trying to chauffeur the Meg out of danger. However, Meg getting caught up, and we will see a forced penance activating there on the Lori.
On twins? I would have never imagined.
It does make a whole lot of sense, and survivors will be keenly aware of the likes of Deadlock as well here. And Meg will end up going down as Juke trying to go for the tunnel out here quite early. And looks like blood from the Lori as well.
Yeah.
Looks like Juke trying to go for the slug out here.
Lori's gonna have to do some A+ looping to get out of here, and she might just be, oh, but Victor catches her at the window. Two people on the ground. I wonder if somebody's trying to get Meg up, and sure enough, Meg is back on her feet.
Yeah, but the question is for how long, as we will see a soul guard here.
Wow.
Getting Toby out of danger.
Wow, did not see that coming at all. Very well done.
Yeah, really good play. We will see Lori getting back up as well. Victor coming out trying to get the slug once again. Note that 3 survivors off of gens this entire time, and we will see another protection hit here for the Nia this time round, and a force penance activating.
Right. The survivors have done an amazing job getting back on their feet. I say that as Lori goes down, but like you mentioned, nobody except the Claudette, it looks like, would be on gens right now.
Yeah, and so that's really important to note here, as Juke is spreading a lot of good pressure. Force Penance doing an amazing job as well, slowing down the game. And looks like Meg still out for a run, as they have not been able to heal through their Deep Wound status effect. Looks like that
fairly close.
But I think that gen there is probably 99, but is currently being used as deadlock fodder, ensuring that when the gens pop off, that gen there will be the one deadlocked, to the chagrin of the twins. Not going to be getting much value.
Not able to find any survivors over here. Oh, but just caught the foot of somebody, and it is our injured Nia.
It is indeed Nia, though, not able to get much distance, potentially an unbreakable in play, as we will see Victor going back towards basement, potentially trying to progress slow to second stage. And that there is the Meg, unable to get into basement in time.
Looks like we were just too late. I had the right idea coming in, but just managed to get there right after they downed Nia. And this is not looking too good for the Lori down in the basement right now.
Yeah, I mean, they got progressed to second stage. We do see scratch marks here in the corner next to the 99 gen. Looks like it's going into the corner, though, and Juke will go for the kick. It looks like to be a dry kick right now, as we know 3 out of the 4 perks on the killer: Deadlock, Corrupt, and Force Penance. 4th one still unknown to both survivors and us, the viewers.
Yeah, it's looking like they might just be securing their kill, getting Lori out of the game at 3 gens, about to be 2, with that gen over there being really close. And I imagine where the Nia and Claudette got up, they might be working over on that gen 2 and just letting Lori bleed out on hook.
Yeah, we do have Garcia Survivor trying to sneak their way in. Twins keeping that in mind and blocking the door to try to make it as difficult as possible. I don't think Survivor's going to be able to get there in time, so Slow will be going back to Campfire, as we do see another gen popping off here, and Deadlock getting activated once again.
Despite losing Lori, I think the survivors are still in a really good spot right now, because we know that gen that's deadlocked is super close, and they might still be able to pull through for a couple escaping.
Yeah, I definitely think that's still in the cards for sure. We do see Juke trying to cut off this Claudette, and successfully doing so, as Claudette does round the corner at the worst time possible. But it looks like they're going to hold that corner here, as Juke did prep the building for this chase. And we will see Claude taking the fall out with nowhere to go.
Yeah, it looks like this is going to be an easy down for Jukebox. And sure enough, Claudette goes down for what I believe is her first hook.
Yeah, I do believe that to be the case. She will get hooked next to this 99 gen, however, though it supposedly has been regressing at 2.5% per second, but looks like Survivor's keen on that idea, did come back around and did a quick gen tap to keep it up and running.
Dangerously close, though. Dangerously close.
Indeed, but looks like we will see Victor coming on out. The twins trying to identify what gens they are on, and there's the Claudette off of the hook, and Korn doing them some good, as Twins is just unable to get a bead on where these survivors are going.
Korn doing what Korn does best.
Blinding killers. We all know, they they say that carrots makes your eyesight better. Korn just makes it worse.
That's true. That's what the scientists say.
Yeah, exactly. Backed up by scientific facts.
We only speak facts here at Champions of the Fog.
Exactly. But that being said, 2 survivors injured right now. Now 1 with the Nia, with Victor on her back. And we do see Toby the Meg here with a potential sprint burst, as they do make quite a lot of distance here in this tile. And looks like Juke getting faked out there by the scratch
Yeah.
marks will not be able to get a good read on where the survivor went.
Just one of those amazing moments as killer where you're like, I was mind gaming myself that whole time, wasn't I?
It's like one of the funniest things when you're watching it happen, and one of the saddest things when it's happening to you.
Right.
We do hear some noise notifications there. Killer Instinct on that gen, trying to get it completed. Potentially bait to get the twins away from that 9-9 gen so these can pop back to back through the deadlock. Both of these gens
would be
here.
big brain.
Both these gens here, though, also a lot of progress, actually. Survivors not going to make the job of the twins easy, to say the least, as Claudette now getting caught out here and potentially going to be in chase.
I would start becoming very overwhelmed if I was the twins right now. A lot of gens are really close to popping, and you're going to need to get some fancy quick downs in order to come back from this.
Yeah, absolutely. And we do see a noise notification, and that there will be the Claude in the locker, but I do not think that they're far enough away, so this here will be a grab for the twins, resulting in another hook.
Potentially just a time waster, maybe, trying to get those 2 gens done.
Yeah, that could be the thought process, you know. However, I will say this will secure at the very least a 2K for the twins. And it looks like they're going to have enough time to get to these gens before Deadlock really is able to do much. Oh. Popping.
Oh, wow.
So, really cool thing here that you can do with Deadlock is, depending on if you time it right, you can pop gens together, negating the effects of Deadlock altogether. And so we did see that right there. The team with some really pinpoint communications able to get the gen through the Deadlock.
That was really well done. I've never seen it in person before. I thought they were just legends this whole time, but I see it before my very eyes. It is possible.
It is indeed. However, I do want to note some interesting situations happening here. We do see that haste status effect on Charlotte, and Victor trying to guard this exit gate and the hook alike. Unfortunately, unable to make it happen, as they will see that unhook on the Claude, and that there is Noed primed and ready to get cleansed, that these survivors are keen on that idea. Question is, will they be able to either get away from Victor or to potentially get this Nia out of dodge? I'm not thinking it'll be possible. Looks like this will be a 2K in one way, shape, or form, as Meg will get grabbed by Charlotte and put on the hook right next to this gate.
Right, I would imagine, hopefully, one of the other survivors has looped around to the other exit gate, getting that one primed and ready to go.
Yep, and yeah, I mean, this is a really good position here for Juke, getting the fresh hook on that Nia there, unless there is a deliverance, which I just don't foresee them able to have happen, that there will be a 2K with, what is that, 9 hooks on these survivors. So really
it was
good
really
players.
good getting that Nia at the end there, the fresh hook, so many points there.
Yeah, honestly, if it was anyone else, like, that's one of the situations where you've seen some teams kind of offer the sacrificial lamb, but not able to make that happen here, as the Nia did get found out, and those 3 additional hook states going to Chronicles. But with that being said, that there will end trial number 1, Ruby Wolves versus Chronicles, and Chronicles coming out on top with the majority of the points. With that being said, we're going to switch over to trial number 2. This time, Ruby Wolves killing against Chronicles Survivor Team. But before we go, do you want to remind everyone here today that you, yes, you, the viewers, are our sponsors. All the ads that you watch, all the bits that I tip, all the subs that you buy, and now all the Rogue Energy that you buy as well, with our referral link COTF goes to the Points Champs to the Fog, and our $500 prize pool for Group A and $250 prize pool for Group B. With that being said, we'll be back in just a bit. All right, we are back. This time with Rules Killer against Chronicles Survivor Team. And based on the score right now, Rules is going to need a 4K 10 hook in order to secure victory. We saw Twins last match. What are your thoughts here, DbdOpinions? Are we going to see another Twins? Are we going to see an artist, maybe a Spicy Huntress?
No, I would love to see a Spicy Huntress and some artists, but like I said with the Pyramid Head a couple matches ago, I feel like Twins might be the safe choice, but I am ready for those bold killers who are like, you know what? Let me whip out the Huntress real quick and show them what I got.
Honestly, I'm always a fan of Huntress. We saw Huntress a lot more in previous qualifiers when he had her back on Wrecker's Yard. Agi Huntress was the favorite of most teams. Not seeing Huntress as much during these qualifiers, but with that being said, we are in for quite a treat as we are going to be seeing Slow piloting the artist here.
I love to see it. Good artist players are some of the most scary killers you will ever see. Getting Killer Instinct right off the bat.
Yeah, knowing roughly where the survivor spawns were going to be, finding the ace here at Shack Ace, though, doing a good job not to get hit by the birds, but will get hit by an M1 instead. So I feel like it was almost a negative trade there in the Ace's disadvantage. We will see him go to the pallet here. Had to be careful, though, as they are within the flight path, and that will be a very early down on the Ace.
I think they were just at the tip of the range there. I thought they were just going to get a swarm, but no, it looks like they were in the range to get that down.
Yeah, really good heads-up play there by Slow, knowing the range to a T. We do see a good hit there on a survivor on the right corner. Using a locker, though, to get rid of the swarm without much issue, as we do see scratch marks there on the left.
Yeah, getting a good information using her birds. Getting a lot of good positioning of where all the survivors are. Sorry, English. English sometimes, you know?
Hey, you know, it can be difficult. It can be difficult. English, math, all the above. But no, doing a great job here and just kind of firing off the crows again and again. We do see them jumping into lockers, but having to jump off the gens all the while. Gens now 90 seconds after the update, and these crows only making it that much longer.
Just doing a good job wasting their time. I imagine they're not getting much done right now.
Yeah, especially as we do see Ace here moving to second stage, and that will be an early second progression and hook stage for the artist. Juke going into the locker. Unfortunately, though, much like with the Ace, will get rid of the swarm, but could potentially result in taking an M1 hit here as artist trying to go for the 1-2 punch, but unable to make it happen as Juke trying to go for the safe unhook.
Curious what they're thinking about here. Yeah, trying to get a trade maybe, but oh, this isn't looking good. No.
That's exactly what they were trying to set up. Get the bird in the flight path and get the grab to boot. Really well played there. I think they're trying to set up for a unhook of some form, but just were not able to make it happen as Adam will be coming in now, trying to slow things down, but how successful they'll be is yet to be determined.
Yeah, this is a dangerous spot for the survivors to be in. The killer holds all the cards right now. They had a hefty task to come up to with an unbreakable from the Zarina, getting the unhook and just going to trade on the spot.
Honestly, really good play there. Maybe that's why they were playing as aggressive as they were, getting the unbreakable soul guard play and for the unhook. So very well played indeed.
This will give the survivors a lot of time to go in and recover because I was getting stressed out for them. I was like, oh no, this game cannot end right here, right now. But the survivors pulled through and we are back in it.
Yeah, absolutely. The question is, what gens have been worked on? We saw two survivors off of gens for quite some time. We do, however, see the deliverance from Juke, allowing them to regain a little bit of pressure here, though Ace is going to have to be very careful not to get downed as they are now on death hook.
Some killer instinct over by the bulldozer right now.
Yeah, We do see another gen popping off, though. No deadlock, by the way, on this build. However, Juke taking a hit to the dome from those dire crows. And looks like Slow will be trying to set up for the down here, cutting off that entrance into Shaq.
Just trapping up Shaq right now. The Zarina's going to be in a tricky spot trying to get through it right now. She successfully sneaks past the dire crows.
Yeah, and Slow now trying to set up the dire crow at the vault, though Juke doing an amazing job keeping this chase nice and long. Not going into dire crows this time, though. Trying to fake out the artist, but getting caught on the geometry, and that there will be the down, as we do see Eruption going off as well.
That gosh darn geometry sometimes. Boxes getting in the way.
Yeah, easy enough to trip on. We do, however, see this gen pretty well progressed, and it looks like we'll see the Ada there getting hit by the dire crows and potentially a follow play here as they are trying to set up the shotgun, send it out, but no hit.
Nice to see some of the new chapter characters coming in. In your opinion, is Ada a relatively quiet character?
So far from what I've seen, the answer has been yes. I'm still an advocate for behavior, basically just going into the sound files and adjusting in the sounds of all the survivors to at least be relatively the same.
Right. I'm with you.
Yeah, maybe one day, but we do see Adam here with the For the People play on Juke to avoid the tunnel out. Potentially a bounce landing here, and we do see them get hit by the swarm, but gaining a bit of distance here. The question is, will it matter? As we do see Ada with the flashlight getting rid of the swarm as well.
Oh man, that some fancy flashlight work, and it looks like it worked out for them, but Adam caught in a tricky spot here. All she has to do is plant a dire crow at one of the ends, and that looks like a down for Adam.
Yeah, on top of which we heard the scream from the ace, and that there will be another eruption and a Scourge Hook to boot. That is a total of 35% regression across those two gens. So really good plays here by the artist, really managing these gen regression perks to a T. I will say survivors are keenly aware of all the perks that this artist has now: Corrupt, Overcharge, Eruption, and Scourge Hook Pain Resonance.
Right now, I think both sides are in a really good spot. I can see it going either way. They're applying a lot of pressure on gens, but the artist also has a lot of slowdown happening and forcing them off the gens. I see it going either way.
Yeah, definitely not outside the realm possibility, especially as we see the last four gens all packed in pretty tight on this side of the map. The survivors are going to have to play very carefully here.
I see what you're talking about. Potential 3-gen coming up all around this left side here.
Yeah, we do see those crows and Killer Instinct. I'm sensing that the Atom will be moving to second stage, and the artist will be going off to see if they can claim another kill here, as both now the Atom, the Zarina, and I believe the Ace are all on Death Hook.
Ooh, nasty spot to be in. But they are giving the artists, they are making them do their work, trying to chase him down. A wonderful dire crow there. Caught him on the side here.
Yeah, really good play there by Slow, and this here will be the first survivor sent back to the campfire, as well as a Scourge Hook on the most progressed gen. Things are not looking great here for these survivors.
I also think that was their prime opportunity to get at him, but it looks like nobody was able to get to him in time.
Yeah, and we do see another hit from those dire crows, once again using those lockers, but in many ways losing a lot of distance.
Ada managing to get at him right before he dies. But again, I know I sound like a broken record. This can go either way, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I still think it's possible. It's just going to be very hard, and I feel like there's going to be a bit of a long and drawn-out match if that's the case. One of the sides is going to have to commit to something. It looks like the artist will be attempting to do just that as they're kind of moving out of their 4-gen here, taking a listen to these lockers as well, in case that one of them might be sitting by waiting for them to pass. And looks like we are seeing the chase on the Atom going back into the 4-gen here. as well as the Ada trying their best to take some body blocks, get some attention off the Adam, who is on death hook.
It is an interesting, lots of interesting decisions they're making right now, because with the Ada taking body blocks, that leaves one person doing gens right now. And so it's kind of like, is it worth it taking the body block? Should Adam just be alone in the chase and they should try to crank gens? Or is he worth protecting? I don't know.
I think it makes a little bit of sense to try and not lose another survivor. However, Slow not committing to the chase, we will see that these gens do not have a lot of progression once again. There may be a question whether or not they should have committed to the chase here, as they might end up doing on the Ace, as they do get the hit with the Dire Crows.
Oh, cheeky firecracker blind coming in.
Yeah, a bit of a blind, a bit of a fast vault too, unable to get the hit there over the window. Ace, though, going to the meat tree, shoving that pallet down quick and moving to the LT wall, where we will see Artist try and set up another set of Dire Crows to their advantage.
Yeah, the best thing the Ace can do right now is try to waste Artist time as much as possible. And it's a question of, does the Artist commit if the chase goes on too long, or do they need to go back and check on those gens?
Yeah, however, we still see Dire Crows going off, but the shotgun just not able to land. However, Ace in the middle of nowhere. Will he get to the pallet in time? Not committing to that. That might just cost the Artist here, as Ace getting a lot of free distance, and the two other survivors probably sitting on the gens as you speak. Artist seeing that and will fire out the Dire Crows to get a little bit of information.
Nothing from the Dire Crows. This Ace has been doing an amazing job juicing the Artist right now, just completely wasting her time. And it's just a matter of, are they able to pop those two gens before Eruption inevitably goes off?
Yeah, Ace not falling for the Dire Crows once again. However, vaulting this time Slow on the correct side will get the down. And there's Eruption on, I believe, two gens there. Only one of them actually regressing, though, and a gen will pop off as Ace is sent back to the campfire. One gen remaining, and right now these survivors are going to need to remain at 8 hooks. If they get hooked just 2 more times, that there will spell victory for Ruby Wolves.
Oh, I'm on the edge of my seat. This is going to be a close one.
Yeah, absolutely, as we do see Slow going over, applying both Overcharge and Eruption together on that generator. Dire Crows going out trying to seek where these survivors might be. And there's the Ada. However, like I said, if Ada goes down here, this will result in a win for Ruby Wolves, as they'll only have to camp out the Ada to second stage.
Ada caught in a tricky spot here, doesn't hit with the Dire Crows. Coming back to check on the gen because Adam is looping around trying to get that gen done.
And now the question is, commit to the gen or commit to the chase? And looks like they will drop the chase with the Adam, hoping that the Overcharge and Eruption combo will be able to regress the gen as much as possible. And sure enough, no sign of the Adam. Though they did get healed up, they do have that medkit in hand, making very good use of it. Though will it be fast enough, as that gen being guarded by the Artist is slowly ticking down.
This is the 3 gen they were setting up for in the beginning, and it looks like it is working out well for them.
I tend to agree. And we do see Crows pop back up there, that there being the locker play, trying to get rid of the Crows as soon as possible. Like I said, I'm not sure how to feel about the locker plays. I feel like in some senses, especially from afar, makes a lot of sense. However, you know, they've been losing a lot of distance because of it. You know, I think it's a smart heads-up play, but needs to be done correctly in order to get the most value.
Right, I agree. That gen over there with a little bit of progress, not as much as this one over here, but I think they're doing a good job starting to spread out and put pressure on some other gens.
Yeah, absolutely. However, I foresee the Artist committing to this chase here on the Ada. Like I said, all they need is to get the hook and the tunnel. Deliverance already been used in this match. So I do foresee the Artist committing and just going to do everything in their power to get this down. Sure enough, trying to set up the down here with the Dire Crows. Ada move into the LT wall, though. Artist trying to go for the mind game, unable to do so, though. And we will see the setup here and the down as well.
Adam erupted over on the other Jin. He's going to be incapacitated from completing that. And now it's a question of, is Adam, it's going to be tricky. It's going to be really hard, but can he manage to get Hatch at all? I don't think it's likely, but anything's possible.
Yeah, unfortunately, even with Hatch, it really doesn't matter. Once the Ada moves to second stage, that will secure the 10 hooks that Ruby Wolves needs in order to claim victory. Surprised not to just see the face camp, to be honest. Instead, Slow opting to really protect these generators. And I foresee the Adam going to make their way over to the unhook.
Yeah, I would imagine so. I think that is the only play they can do right now. And sure enough, Adam with the unhook. And we are going in for chase number 2, I imagine against the Ada.
Yeah, it would make the most sense. We do see her kind of caught out here in the middle of nowhere, getting a bit of killer instinct there on the vault as Ada will try and make her way around to another tile. However, unable to do so as the artist kind of boxes them out here. Getting killer instinct once again, will not have a pallet to save them here, and will have to go for the vault instead.
This whole side of the map is just become a nasty dead zone. I was just about to say, I don't see the Ada lasting for too much longer. And sure enough, putting the bird down for a potential decisive strike play, she does not have it, but good thinking for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Killers that can kind of set up that type of play there, set up this, you know, whether it be Victor, set up their birds, what have you, to try and get that read down is very, very important. But that hook there will secure the win for Ruby Wolves with or without this next gen completed. Adam, though, getting caught out. It looks like this here will be the last chase of the match. And Ruby Wolves moving into round number 3, undefeated. And will be going against their next opponent here shortly.
Extremely well done. I love good artist players who can just prove that she is an absolute powerhouse.
Yeah, absolutely. Artist, though, trying to get into place for this hatch close. Which one will get there? Adam might be sitting on it, though.
Yeah.
But Artist getting right underneath, and that there will be the end of this match as EGC gets started up.
Really good game from both the survivors and killers, but with the artist coming out on top, it was close. Like I mentioned, I could see it going either way. The artist just managed to pull through with that 3-gen.
Indeed, indeed, and that there will be the final down. GG, well played to both teams, and once again, congratulations to Ruby Wolves. We'll be getting round number 3 set up in just a few moments as we are going to be wrapping up the last of the round 2 matches here. Looks like this was actually the final one, and so if that being said, I want to say that it might be either Valkyrie or Arctic Wolves. It actually might be Arctic Wolves versus Ruby Wolves here in round number 3. So, the battle of the wolves. There are 2 wolves inside of you. Which one will win? But with that being said, guys, we are going to take a quick break as we get that match set on up. So we will see you in just a bit, but before we do go, DbdOpinions, I believe we are going to be seeing you later, potentially next week. Do you have anything to say before you go?
I had an absolute blast. I'm so happy to be a part of this, and if you want to check out more of my comments, shameless plug here, you can find me over at YouTube on DbdOpinions for more.
Indeed, indeed. Definitely make sure to stop them by and say hi. Drop a follow for next time that they go live. And with that being said, we will see y'all in just a bit.